Hello, ladies and gentlemen. We are on our second developer stream. We haven't been doing it for some time. How's everybody doing? We have Rico and Piki here with us. This is winter developer stream and a bit of a review on season 3. So, hello, the rest of you guys. Are you all there?
Yeah,
Hey.
of course we are here.
So we haven't been interacting much with the community as we have. Things have been a bit slow here. We're taking a bit of a backseat, but we're planning to a lot of new content that's really churning out the contents for season 3. We got a lot coming out. We also have a winter sale coming out for Eximius. For those of you who are aware, Steam winter sale will be coming up soon.
Yeah, we can't
as
tell you
usual-
when because Steam will get mad at us.
We officially cannot tell you when, but I guess the dates are like leaked everywhere. So, well, it's always
Yeah.
been fun. Yeah, it's always fun to join you guys. So I'm running on a single monitor. If one of you guys can help me to monitor the chat, that would be absolutely great.
Yeah,
So
I'll be looking at chat. Don't worry.
yeah. So for those who are following, please feel free to share the link. Get more people to the stream. We got a lot of exciting things to show you guys about. Are we looking at the Winter Warfare already?
Yes, we are. It's the
All
poster.
right. So
Okay.
the first review that we want to do. So this is the upcoming event. The Winter Warfare event will be a slightly different from the Halloween event. There will be a lot of similarities. There's a lot of contents to unlock. Right. We got skins, right, Rico? We got skins. What else do we have?
Yes. We have a new call sign and new banner. The banner
Yep,
looks
yep,
very
new-
nice. No, not banner. The frame. I like the frame.
Yeah. Player frames. I think banners are there as well, but it's part of the
Yeah.
skin packs, right?
I like the frame more. The frame looks very enticing for me.
Yeah. So for those of you who have been following, I think we've dropped some reviews on these skins already, right? I think we have. We showed it like last week. Was it last week, Rico?
Yes, last week. But we showed
Yeah.
the Exeron side. The GSF skin, maybe I'll drop it tomorrow. Little preview.
Right.
You know?
Maybe we can drop some previews. So Piki is here today as our guest commentator for his reaction. So he hasn't seen any of this. So we want to see some guest starring reaction. Piki, we haven't been seeing you a
Yes.
while.
That's
how have you
been
been
busy
doing?
been busy moving apartments, settling in my job. I was like, it's been great, but ready to get some action in Eximius to
Right,
have some
right.
more Cyclone shenanigans.
You'll be here for
Cyclone
PvP Fest
toxic.
later, right?
What do you say,
Like-
Rico?
You'll be here with us for PvP Fest, I assume.
Got a baby fest coming up in
will be.
an hour.
I booked the slot. So I'm in. Yes.
Alright,
book the slot.
okay, you booked it. You have to book
Okay,
it.
so we don't want to take too much of your time. We got some interesting stuff to say. So you guys got any questions? Feel free to ask in the chat. The chat will be monitored on Twitch. So I want to hop in a bit and show you guys a bit on the Winter Warfare. So what have we got to show? Are we showing the stuff directly?
Yeah, sure. So I'm closing the poster now, so you'll be looking at your screen, yeah? Okay.
Yep, sure. Feel free to hop in. So we have this is the winter update. This will be coming up together with the winter sale. So the winter update, some of you guys have not seen this. So it is going to be snowing on the front line. We have have you seen this, Mickey? No, right?
I have not. Wow, this is a white Christmas indeed.
Yeah. So one of the things is that every single map in the particular season time will be snowing, and we have like we're actually losing. So we have some snowing effect. The grounds are snowing, the foliage is snowing. So there's not a lot of gameplay changes in terms of this. A lot of aesthetic changes, but we will be gathering. Let me see if I can get this. I hope I don't lose too fast and I can't show anything. So we will have like present boxes littered around for you to collect. The details will be shown specifically. Oh, is the presents out? Yep, these are the presents. This is a bit of a sneak peek. Woohoo! So we got presents. So
Open it. It looks
Yep.
nice inside.
open it, and we have like similar to the Halloween candy. So we will be collecting it.
Disappear.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So just bear in mind, some of this review thing is not completely finalized yet. We might have some aesthetic reveal. So feel free to ask any questions. So we'll be collecting Christmas candy, and you will be able to exchange this candy for the cosmetic stuff, right? So there's a bit of a gameplay implication here because you have to fight and then you have to collect candies as well.
Yeah. Don't get shot
Right.
while you're collecting your present.
Yeah, but so only the winner gets the candy, right? Does the
Ooh.
losing side gets the candy?
Oh wait, I didn't know
I
about
think
that.
that-
What? That's new for me. Even.
Yeah. No, I believe so. So you have to win to actually get the candy. If you lose, you do get bonus candy. And you win, you also get bonus candy. But the candy that you collect, it's only available if you win it. So you're gonna have to really try hard to win.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
So
Collect
Try hard and
Yeah.
win, and look for the
you're gonna have
stuff.
to be a
Okay.
bit of a try hard.
And if one person collects candy, does it collect for everyone?
Yes. This will be very similar to the Halloween. You have been farming yourself, right? One of the pumpkin farmer aficionado.
I will neither deny nor confirm that statement.
Yeah. So
That's so political.
yeah. So this looks very interesting as like a Company Heroes winter map. So I'd like to
Pretty
see
cool.
more of this down the road, like having more specific, specifically teamed battle. Oh my god, the tank is gonna kill me.
Weather.
Man. Yeah, damn
Is
nasty.
Jeremy gonna lose?
Oh,
Yeah, man, I'm just gonna lose this. But we are not here to win today.
Nonsense.
But
We are
the
always here to
biggest-
win.
The biggest question is: are there ugly Christmas sweater camos? That's the biggest question.
Oh, that Christmas what camera?
Christmas
Christmas
sweater
sweater.
camo. No, we don't.
Christmas weather
you-
camo? Wait, don't we have
Sweater.
that for one of the
Sweater.
skins?
No, sweater.
Oh, sweater.
As in like maybe the ugly Christmas sweater
Yeah, I
type
don't know
of
about that.
memes.
No, it's not a meme. I actually wear those things in real life. I
Whoa,
will
what
let
the
you
hell was
know.
that? Oh, that's a Echelon. All right, so this will be happening on all the maps, and I guess the AI is just gonna give me. Oh, they're coming to my base for the ultimate base destruction. Yeah, so remember to catch us in the winter event. We will be
Mhm.
getting some of the candies for the winter.
Mhm.
All right, so
I
should we
think
look
can
at this
mention
mob?
just a bit on
Mob.
the advanced option. Right? We won't show it because it's not too showable on this
Right,
build right
right.
now. But we have advanced option. I believe it's quite highly suggested and
Yeah,
sought
yeah,
after
right,
by the players.
So the next review we want to go to, I think we can show a little bit here. So this is not completed feature yet. So we have a bit of we have an advanced feature. We're actually redesigning some of the advanced feature and the lobby itself. We will be kind of revamping some of the lobbies here. So we're moving some of the options to the advanced settings, things like annihilation, resource handicap. We're going to add a lot more options. So this is, as you can see, very, very small. And we are actually changing this. We're moving the tab here. It's not on this build yet. So we have like population cap adjustments for those of you who wants to test things out.
Oh,
You won't get any XP with this.
oh,
Yep. Start with full base. So this is a bit interesting. You start with the entire base. Everything is built straight away. Victory score multiplier, so the game goes faster, but we will keep at 500. So instead of increasing or decreasing the victory score, we are just changing how fast the victory score moves. So this makes a lot more sense because the reinforcements is not affected, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, you know what this means, right? PK?
I know.
Score. Yeah. So you can
I
actually
know.
get it faster.
But I saw the most interesting option out of them all.
Which one?
The increased pop cap.
Yeah, pop cap. So this is bear
get
in
more
mind,
things.
advanced settings you can modify this a lot. It's a lot like sandbox mode. So what we envision is that in future, what we want to do is that. So okay, this is a bit of a peek behind the curtain. So during the Halloween, we actually revamped a huge portion of the game settings, right, to actually allow for this concept of mutators. So for those of you who have done modding before, like Unreal Tournament, you know what mutators are basically. Halloween is a mutator, so when you add in a mutator, you get the lighting. The game mode actually changes. So the winter update is also a form of mutator. So you basically can throw in the winter mutator. The whole map instantly becomes winter mode. Yep. So we're going to be sort of integrating some of these newer settings into the game later on. This will not be down now. The advanced settings will be. I'm not sure whether this is going to be part of the winter, but it's going to be in real soon. But
We
fully-
are pushing for it.
yeah, we are trying our
for that.
very best to go in together with the winter update. If it's going to be in, then it'll be great. So a lot of the settings are already working. We have infinite weapon credits, faster respawn, instant respawn. We have this is for enemy division, so you can actually select enemy division. So sometimes when you fight the AI, you want to fight specific faction, right?
Oh,
If you
just
want to
test it
go
out.
for the armor division dungeon. Yeah, and then you have the damage multiplier as well, so that damage gets higher from everything. So this is more like a sandbox mode mutated kind of thing. So we this is the direction that we're going for. It opens up a lot of potential down the road. It's not there yet, but we just want to let the community know that these are the some of the exciting stuff.
Disclaimer, I believe. So if you play with any of the mutator here, call them a mutator for now, you won't get any EXP after the match.
Yeah. So you can't use this to farm, right? So please don't use this to farm. Have the honorable fight.
It's just really just to test out everything you want.
Yeah. Otherwise, it's gonna be valid. All right. Am I missing anything out, Rico?
Oh, from the current one, give me like 10 seconds.
You're the masters of the ceremonies here.
The new attack movement. Have you shown that yet?
All right. So
believe
let's go to the next. Let's go to the next review. So, one of the very exciting things I want to show you guys is it's on this thing, right? So I'm just gonna move this thing to. I'm gonna change the stream to the. Yeah, can you guys see?
No.
Nope.
Currently, I see the lobby.
Yeah.
Are you still
Now
seeing
it's
the
black.
lobby?
Oh yeah,
No.
there we go. I see it though.
Okay, so there's a bit of a delay because we're running double stream. Okay, so this is one of the changes that's actually very significant in terms of the attack mode. So remember a while ago we talked about RTS buttons and how they get very cluttered. Piki, you were talking about what do you call that? Overridable. Overridable commands and all these things, right? So overridable commands is something they're working on. We will most likely be seeing them when, I don't know yet, but it's something that we're working on to actually change the shortcut key. But before I talk about that, I want to talk about something very interesting. So, one of the problems we used to have last time is that you have the F key, right? And then you have the F and you have the P, right? Remember?
Yeah.
The attack move and the
priority
prioritize target, right?
Force move, yeah.
Right. So, actually, we wanted to. It's not easy being trying to just directly take a cue from a lot of RTS games where you just use attack move on the ground. Because one of the reasons is because vehicles can't just attack move. You can't attack move together with the vehicle. That's why last time vehicles have to split the movement. So what we do now is that we are actually streamlining the attack so that if you instead of pressing prioritize target on the ground, you can actually we actually combine attack move and attack. So this is similar to holy shit, what am I talking about? So this will be similar to the regular RTS game where you actually click attack on the ground.
Jeremy, hold for a moment. You are not showing the in-game editor. We are still looking at the editor itself. Yeah.
Okay,
I believe you are clicking on stuff, so I don't
Yep,
think
yep,
you
I am.
showed it earlier. Yeah.
I am. Okay. I'm gonna be showing this. Can you see that?
Hold on, waiting. It's black screen a bit. It's
Hold on.
loading-ish. No, I don't see.
You should be able to see this soon.
No, it's black.
Oh no. Oh yeah. We have a problem. We have a problem with that. I am going to be display. Hold on. Okay. I'll be sharing a display instead. So can you see my screen now?
Yes, divide by 0.
Yeah, because all right. So what we're doing is that we're actually streamlining the attack and the prioritize move command. So basically, for heavy infantry, there's no longer an F key and a P key. So Vicky, remember you guys were complaining, I think Vinami also complained a lot about using P key as a prioritized attack. We don't want that because P is very far away. So right now, we use attack move to the ground, and the same key will be used for
prioritize.
Yeah, will be used for prioritize. So if you have an enemy unit here, you can actually use here, prioritize, right? So Oh, so fast. That is sad, bro. That is so sad.
Buff Cyclone, buff Ballista.
Yeah, they get destroyed quite fast. So,
Triple attack.
also, Guardian Troopers will be getting force attack. I think Guardian Troopers right now do not have force attack yet, right? So you can actually do this, right?
No, it's just prioritized before.
You can
I
actually
believe.
use prioritize attack. And if you don't want to use prioritize attacks, you can use attack ground, then it will attack ground, right?
Oh, whoa, that's pretty cool.
So you only need one key, right?
That's good. I like it.
So yeah, same thing. So for vehicles as well, so vehicles you no longer we're gonna okay, since it's still P, we're gonna move this to F so that you don't have to use P anymore. Right? So you can just use F, you can just prioritize like that. So this will actually change a lot because this means that you can actually do this. Right? So if I do this, the regular units will attack move, and the heavy infantry will actually prioritize target. Right?
Nice.
Do this. So this will actually change a lot of. This will actually help you to manage faster your units, especially on the heavy infantry side.
Yeah. So
Yep.
Transy P is miles away from typical hotkeys.
Correct. Yeah, the F and
I
P.
can
So-
agree with that. You have to move your
Yeah.
whole hand to get it.
Yeah, so previously it's not that we don't want to change, but there was a lot of button overlaps. And one thing we have to stop the button overlaps is we have to combine some of these buttons. So
Hold for a moment. I'm buffering.
oh, you're buffering. Okay, I
Trent, hey,
oh
hey,
oh
Trent, good to see
holy
you.
crap! I actually turned off the streaming, man. Apologies.
Ah, okay, that was
Yeah, I
why
turned off
was
the streaming.
buffering.
I don't know if it's back on. Is it back
I'm
on?
back. I'm back. Yes, correct.
Yeah,
I'm
yep.
back.
Sorry about that. So, so previously it's not that we don't want to combine because there was a lot of overlap. So we do want to keep the overlap small, and we want to make sure that we have each of the buttons to do a unique command, right? So, yeah. And also the three categories of unit: the light infantry, the heavy infantry, and vehicles actually behaves differently. But you can use attack move on light and heavy infantry, but you only allow prioritize target on heavy infantry. So, this makes things a bit more problematic. Yeah. So what's the next unit review?
Oh, are we going for the new unit already? Want to show that
Yeah.
first?
Yeah. So okay. So I'm actually blanking my screen. Rico, you can just switch back to your screen. So we are working on season 3 units now. So as you know previously, we are actually on season 2. We kind of want to bring back some of the units that are not very relevant, right? I think we successfully do it on some units, but there are still certain units that it seems that the collective community has decided that it's not worth building. Things like specialists and all that is still a bit underwhelming. The usability is a bit better, but it's still very underwhelming. So we are most likely going to tweak the usability a lot more on those units. But the focus that we have on season 3, which we are not revealing the title yet, is going to be on the new division. So there's going to be a lot of new contents, a lot of new units.
A lot
Season
of
2
new
has
things to show.
Yeah, so season 2 doesn't have a lot of new units, right? It's like new battles, but season 3 will have quite a number of new units. So we are going to be showing you some of the units. We will
Not
continue
some,
to have
just one. Just
What?
one.
All
Yeah,
right,
and a half, I guess.
1.5.
So,
Okay, man.
1.5, so here goes, So,
So,
everyone
I'm
that's in the
gonna-
chat, so yeah, here, take a look at the new one. New one, popcorn maybe? It's like 1 minute only. Okay, coming up in 3, 2, 1, let's go.
Hostile! Return fire! Return fire!
introducing the drone carrier. So the GSF drone carrier. The name is not finalized yet. We're calling it the drone carrier now. We want to be very close with the community. We want to be showing you guys things that are coming up. So we have not finalized the name yet. So, but the GSF drone carrier is going to be a support unit that's unique to this 4th division on the GSF side. We're not talking about what division yet. There will be a confirmed 4th division. Yep. And
it's coming.
Yep. So this drone carrier will be it's going to be I would call it area support unit. It gives you continuous fire support on a particular area. It's not very powerful. It doesn't immediately tilt the favor of that side, but it gives you continuous pressure on that side. So it forces the enemy unit to actually come and deal with this unit, and you can actually put it behind several blocks. And it's gonna be throwing out free drones. It just keep harassing the area non-stop. So this is kind of not inspired from a particular StarCraft 2 Zerg unit. I'm not going to talk about which one is it. Yeah. So what do you think, Vicky? What's your first impression on it?
Ooh, I thought first impression missile carrier. You know, like.
Oh, you thought it was
like
a missile?
Yeah. I was like, oh, ICBMs or something like that. But then the drones popped out, and I'm like, ooh, spicy! It's going to be like next level ace. Like,
especially next level ace, I would say. But the commander can actually kind of control where they move towards. That's the current
you can control the attack area. So this is going to be a lot more powerful than the ace drones. This is something. Oof. I mean, you're going to distract the enemy units as much as an ace drone, but it's going to be a lot more powerful. The firepower is a lot much heavier than the regular ace drone. But it's also, this unit cannot attack, so this is like the only attack from this unit. So you kind of give it a sustainable firepower, right? You don't have to risk the unit getting destroyed.
Yeah.
While bringing the unit. So yeah, it's going to be an interesting addition. We haven't actually showed yet. Exoron side is going to have some stuff as well. But is that all we're showing today?
We have one more, but it's just a really sneak peek, you know.
Yeah, so this is more of a sneak peek. It's not really. So this is actually in one of the suggestions. I think more than one of the suggestions, but something interesting for you guys to look at.
I'll make it bigger. Hold on, give me a moment. I'll make it bigger so you guys can see it the whole screen.
I said missiles. Well, here are the missiles. That's
yeah, man. You got your missiles, Picky.
Oh. We have a suggestion for the name MDV, Mobile Drones Vehicle, by Safety Code.
Oh,
that's a good
all right.
one.
It's a good name.
It's a good
name.
MDV. Yep.
Yeah, I like that. Wait, let me write that down first. Let me write that down
Yep,
so I can remember it.
So any questions on the chat side, please do forward it this way. We're gonna talk as much as we can possible. So some of the reasons why we don't want to go too deep into it, it's not so much because we're too stingy with information, but because some of the things might change. Don't want to coming out with things that are going to change too much, right? So we are going to show only stuff that are semi-confirmed. At least it's like, okay, we want to do this, but if it doesn't work, we're still going to change it. But something that we have an intention to keep, then yeah, we're gonna keep it there.
Yeah. So question from Trent, is the missile GT AOE or like anti-tank role?
Yeah, good question. So it's not going to be anti-tank role. So you are not going to get you're not going to be able to destroy a light vehicle faster than the regular railgun one has. But this one, it's more to you're taking out groups of units, taking out individual heavy units as well. But we don't want to make the regular Guardian Trooper inferior in terms of taking out specific Iron Guards and also the light vehicles and all this. But it might deal almost same, or if not more or less the same damage to light vehicles. But the idea is that you kind of speed up the damage so you deal more to the smaller units.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so it's more anti-infantry and
anti-grouped up infantry, I would say, because from what I've seen, it would be like that. I would say it's more of that.
Yeah.
AOE.
But this is but the reason why we're not showing too much of the Guardian Trooper variants is because we kind of need to test it. Yeah, we kind of want to test our assumptions now. We have we have a few roles that we wanted to fill. We know now that Guardian Troopers quite well versus Iron Guards and even players and even like smaller units, right? But we don't want the role to overlap too much. So this fourth division is going to have a bit of a uniqueness in getting some of these different roles. But we don't rule out having some of these variants being over to the rest of the divisions as well. One thing I can tell you, there will be some divisions shake-up, especially on light vehicles, right? Some redistribution of units. We've always wanted to see how, just give you guys an example, support crawler, right? A while ago there was a discussion about support crawler being, why does the robot division have that special support crawler unit where you can actually give out free weapons and nobody else have it? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So we might, we are definitely redistributing some of those special capabilities of the support crawler to all divisions, including GSF, right? So there's going to be some shake-up on how the light vehicle works. So this is something that will actually add to the gameplay a bit, between I would say the dynamics between light vehicles and the players will definitely change after this. Specifically on getting the free weapons, because support crawler is the only way you can get free weapons in the entire game, right?
Yep.
Yeah. And it also
replenish
seems a bit unintuitive. Yeah, it's a bit unintuitive that it is on the robotics division. So some of those things are going to change, definitely. But we're looking into how the role will actually change the dynamics and then confirm it. But we will be revealing some of this in future reviews as season 3 content is building up. So we will have more of this.
Closer, I'll drop it to you guys one by one, bit by bit, like spoon feeding. Hopefully that's enough.
Yeah, it's also because a lot of these are not. It's also because a lot of these are not done yet, so
yeah, it's not finalized, so I can't show too much. But we can say that we have how many variants are we making for the GT?
There will be more than one variant. So what you're seeing here is just one. There will be more than one variant, and we also have a Raider version of it, which we're not going to show yet, but it's definitely more than one variant. Yeah. So.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
Are they locked to certain divisions?
Sorry, are they what?
Are locked behind certain divisions, or will they be available for all?
At least one will be locked behind the 4th division, but I can't tell whether we are going to have some of these variants into a different one. So one thing I've always liked to see for GSF to actually have some for heavy infantry early on. So you have that Iron Guards counterpart. Of course, they shouldn't be mass producing them as well as an Exoron, you know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely. That's not the core functionality. It should still be the Marines and the Phalanx crew, I would say.
Yeah, that's correct.
Yeah,
so
do we have a name ready for this rocket one?
No, Rocketeer. We are not finalizing any of that yet because Guardian Trooper 1 is still very, very early. We're going through all the possible variants to see what makes sense. The most important thing is that it has to fill a role that's not too much overlap with another unit. Otherwise, it becomes too powerful or too useless. So
yeah, correct.
We're going with that first. Are we going through some of the suggestions this time? Maybe we can.
Yeah, we can go through it on your side.
Okay, hold on. So, ladies and gentlemen, for those who are not aware, we actually have for those of you who are not aware, our Discord actually have a suggestion board, and this suggestion board is actually quite.
We actually looked through it a lot.
Yeah, we actually looked through it, and we want to kind of I don't know whether should I use the display capture or not. Hold on.
Actually, quite a few suggestions gets used from the suggestion bot to add as new gameplay features or balancing.
Yeah. But what I want to show is this. You know what? I'm just going to use the display captures. I don't want to show display capture because sometimes things pop up and all this. It's not too nice. Okay, so this one is actually public, right? So you can actually find this in the suggestion board, and it's public. So I think it's in the community updates, or is it with the suggestion board?
Can I show you a screen now?
Yeah. Please show my screen.
Okay, all right.
Yep. Okay, so there are suggestions. There's a suggestion board in our Discord. So this one actually it's automatically getting pushed once it's being approved and voted as well. So we do look at some of these, and we look at some of them. So votings are not being reflected here. We look at the votings through the vote channels. So a lot of these are actually being moved here into work in progress and then in game. So from time to time, we do look through the list. So to understand some of our development thought process on these suggestions, just to share, we do go through, but it's very hard to give a feedback on every single suggestion. Sometimes we do give feedback, sometimes we don't give feedback. Sometimes we are like, I don't know what to feel about this. You know what I mean?
A lot of it's like, how do I feel? I
Yeah.
have no answer.
Sometimes we have an immediate reaction to it. Sometimes it's just like, okay, I don't know what to feel about this. Sometimes we're like, oh, this is actually a great idea. So a lot of this has been very mixed. So let's look through the list. I think the bottom ones are the newer ones, right?
It should be.
Yeah, and
Okay.
then let's look through the list and see what.
Are you looking at Discord or Trello right now?
I'm looking at the Trello. Can you see my screen?
Okay. Yes, correct.
Mhm.
I'm just
Yeah, so
double
this is
checking.
actually on the Trello. So we work on Viper's body shield. Yeah, this is something interesting. I personally want to see the Viper once you're on the body shield. It's harder to keep. I'm not decided on how to do this yet. It's something definitely we're interested to do. I don't know who suggested this, so I don't want to have any biases on this, so I'm not going to look at who suggests this. But this is something that is actually quite interesting. But I don't know how would player feel if the Viper actually catches the character and then suddenly a player cannot hit the character at all. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think this is talks about Viper. You are actually able to pull someone in for the human shield, right? Let me read this first. Remote Viper shield. Instead of having a physical model, it's not in the corner, closer to the right shield. Yeah, it's more or less like this. So this is something I'm personally interested to do. Okay, for information, some of these suggestions are already being for season 3 already. We have some of the season 3 units that are actually done. We're just putting them aside. Even before the Halloween updates, there were some season 3 units that are already in already. Just to let you guys know, some of them are already in, but we are putting it on a separate branch, right? So, yep. So, buff Fire Spear package. So, thoughts on this, Picky? I know you might have very...
The suggestions, I love the suggestion box. That's I always love.
No,
to...
this buff the Fire Spear upgrade, this particular one.
Oh. Yeah, I think yes, because currently the Fire Spear it's good for like taking down Iron Guards, but you lose so much functionality, it doesn't make up for it. Like
Right.
you basically do a side grade instead of an upgrade.
It becomes too specialized, is it?
Too specialized, but it's not very good at what it specializes. Like
Yes, okay. One of our upgrade philosophy is that we do intend to have a diminishing return thing. Right, like the first 1,000 weapon credit you spend is always going to be more valuable than the second 1,000 weapon credit spend. This is actually to prevent one player from becoming too powerful. You know what I mean?
Right.
So one of our philosophies is that some of these things might be a bit weird. It's not a side grade, but it's like a semi-side grade. But we're trying to balance to see. We don't want it to become a complete side grade. Diagonally up, fine, but we also don't want it to, instead of diminishing return, it's get exponential benefits. So I don't mind buffing Fire Spear a little bit, but you have to look into it, how powerful it becomes.
Yeah, like the old variant was a little bit too much when it was buffed. That was a bit. Even I admit that was like interesting. That was.
But the idea of upgrades is that if you're not careful with it, right, you quickly make someone, once you have that kind of asset, right, it's just unkillable really. You know, you don't want them to have that kind of a godlike status. It's more like an option rather than a full asset. So yeah, this is something that's worth looking at. Just going to quickly run through so some of these things like make coverts execute ability depending on whether you can be seen. Okay, so this one it's already done already. I'm not sure whether it's in-game. Rico, is it in-game already?
Let me double check on that.
Covert's execute ability is no longer. So this one actually we can already put it in-game, right?
Most of the rotate is you can run them, so
Yeah, this is definitely in progress.
I can't
I'm gonna put that in progress. Yeah, it's 100% because I know Jack worked on this. Definitely done.
Okay.
Right. Subtitles for NPC. I'm not too sure about that. It seems like a very big Like, if there's going to be a lot of unit stocking, I don't know how is it going to go. Change the way unit
Maybe-
production.
Maybe it's nice to actually go to the work in progress to see what's currently being worked on.
Oh, yeah,
which
that
people
could be
suggested.
interesting. But I don't know whether we update this. How often do we
Sometimes-
update this?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I don't really update that, so because I'm the one who approve it, so I'm not too
Right.
sure. I don't touch this board.
Use shotgun, so I don't mind. And ability to pause offline game. We used to have
offline
this thing.
game- Oh, we used to have it.
We used to have this
Was it
thing, but let
during
me.
the way
long time
early
ago.
beta?
Yeah, during the early, before
Oh.
early access, we used to have this. But one of the problem was that some things that when you pause the game, right, it still's running. It's very odd, lah.
It's because it's server side, is it? So it does not get paused.
Yeah, but this is the offline game, so I think offline game will work. I think we have to talk to them and see whether we can actually bring it back. Research rarity, maybe targeted strike, we can have heavy lasers. Cool. So these kind of suggestions, right, they're actually great, but these kind of suggestions are actually it shakes up the content a bit, lah. And we have to be very careful with kind of suggestions because one of these abilities could totally change the entire division's capability.
Yeah.
You know, so but definitely it's a good. You always want to have like one of these abilities whenever we design a division. We always want to have, okay, you know, should we have a targeted strike on this? Maybe we can consider it. You know, since that we're making a new division now, perhaps it's a good time to look into like shaking up some of the
For the-
contents.
Yeah.
Yeah,
As a kind of just like turn the tables around, you know?
yeah.
How
Yeah.
to turntable.
Yeah. I mean, for your information, those of you who suggest things on Discord, they actually got automatically moved here by the bot. Yeah. So add the prevent fire available. Okay, this is actually useful. But my worry about doing prevent fire, especially in infantry, right, is that when the FPS players move to the units, right, they're gonna look like morons just standing still there. You know?
Yeah, but I think it's a nice option to have, like a
Prevent fire
hotkey or like a button, because
Yeah.
there's been a lot of times where I just want to sneakily hide a unit, which then proceeds to backup or
yeah.
build something.
Yeah.
You know, like
And
But
the
we
stuff
always
like-
have this issue. Yeah, but we always have this issue where if you prevent fire, the unit might be looking behind the wall, and then you know the unit might be facing the wall, so it looks like he's in a timeout. You know, like when you tell a kid, you know, go to the timeout corner.
Yeah.
We
Yeah,
can
but you
just
could
call
always,
this function the timeout function.
Yeah.
But just,
Okay.
you could
Personally-
have like an indicator, like an icon showing the unit that's currently not on non-fire mode.
Yeah,
Okay,
but-
they are
but-
whole. Okay.
But to make the unit behave organically correct, right, it's become very tricky. Personally, I like this kind of functionalities because it gives you a lot of options to play sneaky gameplay as a commander. But these kind of things actually have a lot of technical limitations. But yeah, it's something we could look at from time to time. I mean, if we work out, then we'll probably drag it over here. Yeah, but commander display units ability cooldown. Okay, this one, I think we should do it as well. We should definitely do this.
Yeah, the commander timer.
Yeah, we used to do this with the commander timer as well, right? I think we make something to make it more obvious, right?
Mhm.
Yeah, did we put number now or something?
Because currently it only works on the ability, so they want this on the unit's ability as well.
Yeah. Okay, this one
I think
should definitely be done. This one should definitely be done. I can't tell when it's going to be done, but we should definitely be done. QI changes for Viper Battle Suit. No comment.
So-
Currently Viper Battle Suit people are already talking about how toxic it is, but I've yet to see if
Let's see
having
how
too
we
much
can do
impact
it.
yet.
Yeah.
Yeah, remove visual cue from specialist sniper. This is happening. FYI.
Shock-
Yeah, this is happening. I think I'm moving this to work in progress. Can we have chat news, caller receiving receiver's language? Oh, this is something I've looked at as well. But I'm not sure if we could actually do this. Yeah, this is something we definitely want to. APC can reinforce inventory assigned today for free. Very big balance change. If you look at it now that we're doing a division. GSF Steam will nerf. Big balance discussion. This one, I'm not sure whether this. What are your thoughts on this pick?
The Steam one,
I think
I will go
the
for
APC one.
it.
No, the
Steam,
Steam.
I think. It's currently
I
it's,
think
free.
currently yes, because has the ESP been nerfed or not yet?
So the ESP hasn't been touched. the thing about the Steam is that we've already changed it so that it doesn't heal immediately, right? So I'm not sure whether you want to.
No,
have
it doesn't
want to
already
triple.
heal immediately anymore.
It doesn't already, yeah. So I don't know
No.
whether it's that powerful anymore. I'm kind of
It is
neutral about
powerful.
this.
It is definitely powerful because you have a
Why
tool
would
which
you
can
multi-stick?
revive. Yeah, no. The thing is, like what you have is you have an ability to revive officers immediately, have the ability
Uh-huh.
to buff your health, like you gain advantage in the firefight, and you have a possibility to increase movement speed. Like those three things are very viable, and the movement speed buff is quite long. So
Right.
it's like compared to other GSF tools, it is basically miles ahead for the utility slot.
But I don't know whether reducing the shots actually something that can.
Maybe the movement speed could be lowered a little bit. You know, like.
But what about giving Exeron a similar thing to actually increase the movement speed? Maybe the ESP can increase the movement speed while you're holding it.
Yeah, but
I've actually thought of it, but we could actually discuss this more with the community to see what does everybody think.
Yeah, maybe make
So
a
we
poll on it
actually
and
have
host
a
it up.
comment from Train as well.
Yep,
For
what was
the
it?
better suit, you know. So he says for better suit, right? He would like to see a move maybe towards a role, specific role for it, so we can have a very solid foundation for each better suit, considering a new design. So for example, he says like firepower, a guardian, a raider, or like a utility role. So each better suits kind of have a role assigned to it. That's what Train said.
Each better suit has a role assigned to it. Each better suit does have a role right now.
But I guess maybe it's a bit vague at times for the
Yeah,
suits.
yeah. I mean,
So,
you can,
so we
you can
know
have a very
covert is most likely so exploit is definitely a utility. I will call it under utility.
right.
For a
right.
covert, what kind of role would it be? What would you
Covert-
class it as?
So covert definitely needs a revamp. So without saying too much, right? Covert definitely needs a revamp. We already have plans on how to revamp covert. So as an immediate change, the covert's execute is going to be changed immediately. But covert definitely needs a bit of revamp. I think it needs to have the stealth to work a little bit better so we can actually covert. It should be an ambusher. Like we don't have an ambush unit like Orion in the in the GSF arsenal, right? So covert is
Yeah.
supposed to kind of play that role, the ambush and kill role.
But it's
And it
not
has
doing too well right now.
correct. It has to do it better than Orion, whereby it can actually sit in a spot totally hidden.
Mm.
You know, but we have to be careful too, because this is one of those FPS games where you can actually hold down the rifle. You know, a single burst of the rifle could actually kill a player. You know, can just point it.
Yeah,
down.
like thunder.
Yeah, so we have to be careful with having this type of roll. So we do want to give it that kind of ambush and kill role, but we don't want it to become so powerful where it just stays stationary in one area. But yeah, covert definitely needs a bit of a tweak. I mean, on top of being able to execute it without the limitation of not being seen.
And maybe a crazy suggestion. I know it's a crazy suggestion. Maybe the covert suit, the shield wall, maybe it could extend further to the sides if you have a squad behind you that can hide it.
Yeah, probably.
Currently.
But I'm interested to see if covert could actually self-invisible. So it has a choice. Either you want to give it a wall, or you want to be totally invisible by yourself, right? But you don't have weapon usage, so you can just sit there, right? And then you can you can actually pop out or something like. But that could be making too powerful. These are some of the things that we have to test it internally first, see whether it makes sense or not. So yeah. So we probably don't have time to go through all the changes. We have about 15 minutes before the PvP start. But yeah, so the reason why I bring up this kind of discussion is just to let you guys know how do we actually, what the thought process that goes into
process of it, yeah.
Yeah, so sometimes we look at it this way, like, does it shake the content too much? Does it change the status quo too much? If yes, doesn't mean we are not going to do it, but it means that it takes a significantly more discussion before we actually do it. Because we don't want one change to break three things that are already working. Right?
True.
Yeah, so some of these new class of grenades. Grenades as well, it's definitely happening, I guess. Grenades needs to be either improved or changed. It's a bit underused, something that yeah. This one, I think it's a sort of change each already. AI Commander now will be using this for normal regular grenades as well. But auto The thing about auto is that when the marine starts battling, everybody starts throwing grenades. They'll start shooting the grenades.
That would be
so-
crazy. Just imagine having a
Explosion.
firefighter and just
Yeah.
10 grenades just fly past.
Everybody starts throwing grenades at the beginning of the battle. So we want to avoid that from happening.
After 5 seconds, just explosion everywhere.
Yeah, very important. So we do look through from time to time when we have at the end of
Yeah,
the
with the
screen and all
compound
these things. Yeah.
Yes.
We definitely don't have time to go through all of it because it's getting more and more already. So sometimes from time to time we do clean up some of this, purge the list.
I saw one add a RAM option for vehicle, and then it says
Yeah,
because
yeah.
it's too funny. Because it's too funny.
We don't want to mess with the vehicles too much until we have a
Mm.
better solution to how the vehicle will go. By the way, I mean, we might have something interesting to announce with the game about bringing more players, I think, sometime next year.
Nice.
So we're going to expect some players to come in during the winter update, winter sale as well. So we will have some awesome news, more news to come out with. But in the meantime, I look forward for the winter update. Looking forward to see you guys. And I guess we can kind of wrap this up, right? PvP Fest starts in 15 minutes.
15 minutes, and I want
Yep,
to get
yep.
some more drinks. I want to
See
get
you guys for
smashed.
some battles later on. Yep.
Yes. Okay.
All right.
Interesting,
So
interesting.
I will be turning off the stream from here.
Okay.
You can switch to your side.
Okay, so I believe we'll be ending. So thank you everyone for joining us, and thank you PK especially for hopping in as our, I guess, first time reactor and co-host. Oh, Skyfall says he already have the PvP lobby up, so yeah, join on in, guys.
That's
guys,
why
looking
it's
to rumble.
dedicated.
He's looking to rumble already.
Right, man.
I like the guy.
Do I have to
Yeah.
move the? All right. So I'll see you guys. I'm hopping off us.
Yeah, we'll see you guys in 15 minutes.
All right.
In game.
Everyone all-
In game. Right, have a
See you
good
at the front
one, guys.
line.
Have a good day. It's afternoon, right, for
Likewise.
them.
Yep.
Okay.
For the rest of the world. You're
Bye.
right.